Cinder, a remix of Dark Souls 3 by Rotaka. Folks, you know what that song means.
I sure do.
What does it mean this time? Please tell me.
It's time for us to flap our gums for 2 hours.
It really is. Man, it's been a month already, hasn't it?
It's been a very month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The round 114, whose title I already forgot.
Canada Land.
There we go. I made it. Was like right before my birthday party, and then we were supposed to go into Canada because that was the point of Canada Land.
Right, yeah.
And none of that shit happened.
Yeah, so it's definitely been a month of general downness, it seems. Hence this round's title, Win Some, Lose More.
Bum, bum, ba-doo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unfortunate, though it be. Well, welcome, everybody. I'm MrBond.
And I'm Tormod.
This is Insert Credits. This is a podcast where we generally talk about video games.
For the most part.
And ancillary things, slightly related things, and sometimes just things that aren't related at all. But, you know, that's our right as the producers and hosts of the show.
True that.
So we generally split it up into 3 different parts. We talk about some news first, what's going on around the world, new releases, legal stuff, all that mumbo jumbo. Then we listen to some tunes, little music break, and then we talk about what we've been playing since last time over the past month or so. Then some more tunes, and then at the end we do some design, live, on stream, on show, on podcast, on whatever, on recording if you're listening to it later. With no prep whatsoever. We have this fun little site called letsmakeagame.net. Gives us a whole bunch of stuff to base a game off of, and then we go and we try. We try our best. Sometimes we try better than other times, but so far we have yet to not, make one. So, you know, I think we're still at 100% success rate.
I was going to say, we've never actually just straight up given up and left.
No, we haven't. I will admit there have been times where I've been so, toasty by that point. I'm just like, oh, God. But we've always managed, and that's important. It's important that we don't give up. But anyways, yeah, that's the gist of the show. Some housekeeping. Next 3 shows. Definitely did not forget to bring up my calendar again. But we do have at least round 116 and round 17 planned out. So for round 116 in October, all right, this was the easy one, the 13th of October, because that's Friday the 13th, and by law we are required. So that means round 117 in November is looking like 17th. Yep, Baruski, and then we can... Did we actually break protocol and schedule 118? Hot damn. Looks like 15th of December, and that will round out the remainder of 2023. Oh, yeah. It's almost the end of the year already. Yeah, that's wild.
The end of the prime.
That's wild. I don't know whether to feel relieved or sad. Maybe both in some weird balance ratio of things.
I've been trying to, describe the feeling that I have. It's like I'm ready for something, but nothing happens.
Right? We kind of get ourselves hyped up for, end of year, maybe next year will be better type thing, even though it's an arbitrary change of a day. And suddenly it's a new year, and will things be way different? No, absolutely not. But we like to hope it is.
But Adam, it's an election year.
That makes it worse.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's going the wrong way. Oh, I hate it. Why would you bring this up? But yeah, anyways, I am in the same boat as you. It's like you try to describe that feeling, and you just there's not an appropriate German word that we know of yet to describe the feeling of, hey, maybe the year will be better, but nothing has really changed for the better. So, oh well. I mean, that's fine. We're not here to be super down anyway. So that's the end of housekeeping. Let's talk about some news, because there's no chance that any of this is negative.
Nah.
I'm gonna save the big one for later because I am not into it. So I'll start. You know what? I'll do the good news part of this one, and I'll let you do the other side of it because you actually wrote it down first. But good news: Doom Eternal no longer has de novo. Hooray! There's a positive. That's the end of that news item. More info on Microsoft's ongoing shenanigans to acquire Activision Blizzard.
Give it up!
One would hope. One would hope, and unfortunately, that's not what I have to report right now.
Kata could choke on a dick. What?
Yeah, that too. But you may recall we talked about this 2 or 3 shows ago. The UK's Competitive Markets Authority, Competition Markets Authority, whatever, the CMA over in the UK was like, no, Microsoft, you're not allowed to do that. Fuck you. Paraphrasing. But so Microsoft was like, okay, well, now they've come back and said, well, based on the concerns that the UK CMA has raised, we're going to assign the streaming rights to Activision games to Ubisoft. I don't know how that makes anything better. I don't know why that would convince anybody that it's any less anti-competitive than it really is. This acquisition would be, but
I'll make a weapon just made a rabbit's noise.
Yeah.
At least I'm interpreting it as a rabbit's noise. Good job.
Yeah, that's true. Very good. Very, very prescient. Very accurate to everything. But yeah, I don't get. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't understand all the goings on or whatever. But M&A, mergers and acquisitions, are generally considered a field where you do not want to try to fuck around in because it's very complicated. You can get it wrong and run afoul of many, many things. Yeah, I know. But I don't see how assigning rights to something to a different company that probably has no doings in the streaming arena, Ubisoft, whatever, will suddenly clear this up. And they're only assigning the streaming rights for those games. So it's not like they're giving up the entire rights to the games that they're buying from Activision Blizzard. Something's not adding up here. But hey, they're trying, I guess.
So, vaguely related to weird distribution of rights and who actually owns them and who says that other people could do it and actually have the legal authority to do so.
Mm-hmm.
There's a graphic novel about the history of Tetris.
Oh.
It's actually very interesting and very monochromatic.
Oh.
It's pretty cool. Recommend it.
Oh, okay.
There's all sorts of weird conversations about, like, who owns the rights to PCs and home consoles and arcades. And
the entirety of the whole Tetris name, copyright, trademark, licensing shenanigans. That would probably make a super interesting case study for all of this.
Yeah. It's very on the nose.
Does this have a title that we can speak out into the ether and maybe I'll remember?
I took a photo of it. Let me look. I think... hold on. I'm just going to search it on the internet because that's probably faster.
May as well, right? We've got the entirety of human knowledge on various sizes of screens in this room, in fact.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. It's part of the Games People Play series, but it's Tetris by Box Brown. It's very good.
Yeah.
I was at the library. I checked it out. I read it over the course of 2 months because I'm relearning how to read printed material.
Wow. Oh, man. That sounds actually kind of fun.
Honestly, yeah. It was.
All right. Games People Play, the graphic novel about the Tetris and such.
Mm-hmm. Very relevant to this. So, it's and it's not just like Rainbows and Kittens. It talks about some pretty bad shit, too. But so do we.
Yeah, we do. So, I mean, circling back to this whole Microsoft, whatever, Activision, Blizzard, whatever, it's not over yet. It's not going to be over for a long time, so you'll hear probably me specifically bring it up for several more shows as soon as there's additional news about it. I'm just kind of tired of it, but it is news. It is technically news. So, somewhat sad, but also somewhat happy. Bittersweet, we'll call it. Charles Martinet has retired as the voice of Mario. So he's no longer going to be doing the Wahoos or he's Mario and Luigi and Wario and Waluigi. So he's not going to be doing any of that in an official capacity for any more games. That's sad because he's a real good dude and those voices are fun.
Mm-hmm.
However, he's not, quitting entirely. He has now become the official Mario ambassador for Nintendo. Which is 100% deserved and cool and awesome. So I hope everything goes well for him.
Okay. I like it. Honestly. Let the guy just kind of chill, enjoy it.
He's such a wholesome dude. I love him. And what a guy.
I don't even have like a quip for this.
I know,
Like,
right? Like this is genuinely good.
Yeah, big thumbs up. You do it.
We'll miss you, Charles. We'll miss you as the voice, Charles. We won't miss you yet, though, because you're still here. But what a guy, good dude.
Stick around for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So now, oh boy, my gigantic paragraph for this one. So I'm sure everybody. Well, I won't assume that everybody has heard that this has happened, but Unity.
Are we really? We're jumping right in.
I mean, what else is there? Do you want to do like your side of the news before we then kind of dogpile on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So
okay, because I feel like we're gonna be rambling for a long time.
So then the one-word preview: Unity. All right, please proceed.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I like how my first bullet point is, wowee, a lot went poorly in the last month, and it's not just me getting COVID and Vlad getting COVID. And, anyway. So. Starfield came out. That's a game. That just kind of like appeared.
Yeah.
Like I'm used to Bethesda being like, "Hey, we're gonna tease something that might come out in 2 decades." Elder Scrolls 6. I'm looking at you. And suddenly the game's there. It showed up. Cool. All right. There's a lot of really interesting things going on, like AMD cards having better performance than the 4090, even though they have bugs.
Oh, right. This is the whole thing about DLSS and no confirmations if it will work because AMD partnership with Bethesda on Starfield and blah, 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 blah.
I mean, this was actually separate from that.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Like, the memory architecture for
like
RDNA 3
gotcha.
allows it to have larger transfers at once, which improves the performance. There was a bug where when you were on a planet, you might not see stars like the sun, etc. They just didn't render at all.
Excellent.
So that's the thing.
Wait a minute. What's this game called? Starfield?
Yeah.
You don't need to see stars. That's not important.
It's fine. Okay. Like, everything in the game is allegedly fast travel. Like, you can't go between things allegedly.
That's
I don't know. I've never played it. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So like benchmark wise, allegedly the 7900 XTX, whatever bullshit letters that you add to the end of things, beats out the 4090. I don't know. This is just what I'm reading today. But then of course, the community with the capital C, has created modifications to the game in advance of the official modding tools that give it DLSS, which is its own kind of drama because like it was a game that was a thing with AMD and there was a partnership and then and there's whatever. Okay.
And they never officially came out and said, well, we're not going to let you do DLSS because that's the NVIDIA tech or whatever. And red team, green team, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Christmas colors are great. But yeah, so long story short, community folks made it and it allegedly had better visual fidelity than the actual in-game resolution. Of course, running better because it's doing interpolation and AI bullshit in the back end. Cool. So the person who like spearheaded this thing, that the one that became popular, decided to charge money for it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then people cracked it. So I was like, wow, okay, well that happened instantaneously, you do.
This is very interesting.
Yeah. But, okay, so official mod tools are coming in 2024, as well as official support for DLSS. So, womp womp, I guess.
Well, I mean, for that minor few months, I guess, you can get it through an alternative way and then get a cracked version.
I guess. I don't know. Like, Bethesda, like, endless fun, I guess. I don't know anymore. Go scale a mountain on a horse. I don't know. Gearbox.
I remember them.
Yeah. Some weird news. wasn't expecting, I guess. I just kind of assumed they disappeared. They've been working on something secretive or whatever.
Mm.
No, apparently they're up for sale.
Oh, all right. Surprise.
Surprise indeed! I don't know. So, who knows what the future of Borderlands has outside of an aversion to anything past the number 3. Hey, they got past Valve.
Well, that's a low bar.
Yeah, well, you know. So, yeah, don't know what's happening with that outside of reportedly being up for sale. It's not confirmed, but whatever.
You know, if Microsoft fails to buy Activision, hey, there we go.
I mean, easy pickings, I guess.
I guess. Why not? Motivated seller and all that.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know really. Okay. How to put? I'm not really sure how to interpret this news outside of what did they fuck up now? Okay, so Square Enix.
Oh no.
Them. All right. They have lost nearly $2 billion in market share since the release of Final Fantasy 16.
What?
Big game came out. They lost money.
Wait.
What?
That's not how that's supposed to work.
No, it is not. So I'm wondering, have they been having their circle jerk about NFTs again? I don't know. I just honestly have been ignoring them for the most part.
So it's your fault.
Yeah, probably. I mean, okay, so from what I've heard, FF16 is well done, Draco. But like, I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I haven't played it. I just heard that, oh my god, there's big summons and it's sword and sorcery and stuff. Cool.
Interesting.
I don't know. They lost a fuck ton of money already. I don't know if it's because of the game or if it's NFTs or... But I saw the number and I was like, wow! That's impressive, because that game only came out like 2 months ago, didn't it?
It feels like it's pretty recent, yeah.
So...
Oops.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, okay.
I don't know. Maybe they like... No, that wouldn't make sense. I'm not going to make that joke yet. All right. Nintendo time, though.
Okay.
F-Zero 99?
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did they Battle Royale the shit out of F-Zero? Oh, no. Please don't.
That was the big F-Zero news.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which you know it's going to be time limited.
Of course
because all of the other 99s, with the exception of Tetris, have gone by the waylay.
And all of the other mysteriously high-numbered ones. Like Mario 35. Or what was it, 35? Was it 35?
Yeah, I
What
think
number
so.
was that? 32? 30
I think it was
something.
35.
Okay.
Whatever.
Isn't that one done because they decided to pull the plug on the whole thing again?
For some reason, despite
Yeah.
it being hugely popular
Yeah,
and actually
exactly.
catching on.
Oh my god.
The goddamn fuck. All right, so yeah, 99 people at the same time. That's as much as I know. I haven't looked at any other parts of the Direct yesterday, but I saw that and I was like, wow, there's F-Zero, and I'm disappointed.
So, okay. I have some vague recollection of very lightly skimming over those.
Okay.
What style is it?
It sure looked like SNES to me.
Like SNES F-Zero?
Okay, let me verify
Yeah, okay.
that.
Pull it up.
But I'm pretty certain it's SNESy.
It's okay, Firetron's saying OG F-Zero, which is okay. That's SNES for
so,
sure. Oh no.
Yeah.
Man, I got pissed enough at the 3 computer players. Like what? Oh no.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep, it's being called, quote, utter chaos. Imagine that. Show me you know. Yeah.
Show me your food. That's what you meant, right? That's what you were gonna say.
But the joke was saying no preemptively.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
well, whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, I mean, yes, that's going to be utter chaos because if you consider the size of those tracks in OG F-Zero, You're probably looking at a good 50 folks getting knocked out immediately in like a fucking couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So roll them dice. Boy, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I haven't downloaded it. I want to at some point. I want to hear if they like at least jazzed up the soundtrack a little bit.
Yeah, I'm morbidly curious about it. I would probably download it to try it maybe once or twice and then be like, okay,
What if you like it?
what if I like it?
I'd probably watch you stream it.
I'm
Let's be
pretty
real.
confident I wouldn't. I won't. But, you know, I'm open to being wrong in the positive direction. That's fine. Like, hell yeah.
This is an important lesson. Learn from this man. Set your expectations to be painfully low,
Right?
and then be pleasantly surprised when
And
things
then when they're
surpass them.
not utter dog shit, like you gain. You do a win. You get the W.
Yeah.
Although that's kind of shitty to set expectations low, let's be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me read through do I have anything else? Ah, yeah, one more Nintendo
The other
news.
Nintendo thing, the bad news section of the good news bad news from earlier.
Yeah. God damn it.
You want to seek back like 15 minutes in the show.
Scrabble back, etc.
Yep.
The Nintendo Switch is getting official support for De Novo to curb PC emulation. What? How?
You're like 7 years too late.
But how? Like, okay.
Oh my god.
If you're trying
That's
to curb PC emulation, do you write such shitty malware, cough de novo, in native ARM for the actual binaries on the Switch that the emulators choke on? Or what's the point? Like,
I don't
you know,
get
as
it.
soon as they, like, start releasing these things, there's just going to be edits to the emulators where it's like, okay, ignore this block of RAM. Or ROM, rather, I should say. Like, just don't load it. Nop it out. Like, that's what a crack is.
I don't
It's...
I don't see how they're gonna do this at all. Like, whatever.
I thought it was, honestly, an Onion article when I was starting to read that. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, 1, this can't be real. It's too dumb. 2, how would they even make it work?
3, oh no, it is real.
Yeah, I didn't even have to pick the newspaper up from off the side of the road downtown. So, yep, yeah, okay.
Oh.
So, I guess this could be possibly related to the rumor that developers had access to the new Switch console at Gamescom.
Right. Yeah.
But like, huh?
I mean, if the rumors are true that the Switch 2 or whatever the heck they're gonna call it is coming out, that gives them a whole lot of headroom to make Switch games with De Novo. So there's that. I hate it.
Yeah, I needed an opportunity to ponder things there for a moment.
Yeah, look, I don't like that it's logical. I hate it. I hate that I said that phrase, but I don't like it. I guess it tracks.
They do like doing some head ass shit.
Mm-hmm. And you know how good Nintendo is with online. Like this makes sense.
Well, lots of companies they're making decisions.
You could call them decisions. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That is a thing you could call them.
They have decided to do things, and it's causing some problems, but in the end, they have unity.
Yeah, that's the one that kind of takes everything this month, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, building on that one-word preview from earlier, Unity has certainly made a decision, or as I will call it from now on, Unity has fucked around, and they are in the process of very strongly finding out. So, this week...
I'm sorry. I just remembered something about this, but please go on.
Okay, so this week, Unity has decided to announce that they are changing their licensing terms effective January 1st, 2024. The main part of those changes is that they will be charging a flat fee per install of the Unity runtime for every game that is using Unity every time they are installed. That's the main bit. I mean, there's a whole bunch of probably other ancillary licensing shit, but this is the one that really stirred up some shit. So,
ooh. I want to make an important distinction here.
Okay. Yeah.
Install does not equal licensed install.
Correct. And that is a big fucking deal. So some other ancillary related shit to this is that they're also eliminating the lowest paid tier just for
Plus.
Unity framework subscriptions, the Unity DevTools subscription. They're eliminating Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody currently on Plus, as of the changeover on January 1st, is automatically upgraded to Pro, which is way more expensive.
Like 6 times more expensive.
Yep, like non-trivially more expensive, unless you actively cancel and say, no, I'm not going to do that. They are still following the revenue and, well, they're still following the revenue limits of those tiers before those per install fees take effect. So by the time you get to now this Pro tier, which is the lowest one, the game or program or whatever it happens to be has to be making $200,000 a month in revenue and have 200,000 installs. Lifetime installs, by the way. And then they start charging X number per install after that, regardless of how it gets installed, whether it's part of a bundle or from a subscription on a game store or an install on a person's first device, second device, third device, fourth device. Uninstalled and reinstalled also counts. No mention of how they're, or even if they plan to exclude pirated copies and installs. So, that doesn't open up a huge ass abuse vector. No details whatsoever on how they're going to track all this. My personal assumption here is that they're essentially going to enforce some sort of dumbass DRM onto people's machines of people that aren't directly Unity's customers, but the customers of these developers. One other interesting wrinkle that I believe was either clarified yesterday or today is that Unity has made a statement. I mean, they botched the fucking communication of this just straight out the gate. But they made a clarifying statement that, let's see, I wrote it down because I am a smartman. They make the claim now, and this is yet to be backed up or proven or responded to in any meaningful way, that the entity that distributes the game or Unity runtime will pay the fee. So, does Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Valve, do any of them know about this? Are they aware that they're going to be paying these fees? No response from any of those as of yet. Maybe some of them have made a statement since the few hours ago that I read this, so who knows? And rightfully, everybody who has heard about this is pissed. Plenty of backlash from developers and publishers and pretty much anyone else who is aware of this happening now. So, this is a fine mess. So again, for probably at least the second time tonight, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know very much about the specifics, but given that this is very firmly a matter of contract law, you do not fuck around with contract law. It is a mess. So, the fact that they are going to be changing the terms, also retroactively.
That's why I got the Imperial March stuck in my head.
Yep. Pray I do not alter the deal, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. There is a pretty good basis legally that this is probably not kosher.
Uh-huh.
Way smarter people than us have been weighing in on the legal aspects of it. Even outside of that, ethically, this stinks to high hell. Yeah, there's been some of the backlash has included commitments to abandon current projects, never use Unity again in future projects, even some rumblings of class actions,
and yanking everything off of every distribution platform that they have.
Yep. And so yeah, there's big Wizards of the Coast vibes going on here. Might remember that from a few shows ago.
Oh yes. So keep the energy. This was a point that I wanted to bring up that Kenny brought up now. So there used to be a clause in the terms of service where the terms of service that you are bound to is what was there when you published the game. So long as you stay on that version of Unity, etc. Obviously, given what Kenny said, it's been removed. It is no longer available on the GitHub where it had been posted freely available for your perusal before.
Yep.
And yeah.
So there's where some of the special nuances of contract law come in. Because if this is a form of it, specifically commercial contract law, where if you make a reasonable expectation of the contract you signed and you depend on it, etc., and the contractee, I guess, whatever, whoever you sign a contract with materially alters it, that's not good. In fact, there's a fancy term for it called promissory estoppel. Yeah, I think that's the actual legal term for it. Meaning essentially, no, you don't fuck around like that. Don't do that. So yeah, that's... If this does make it to an actual legal arena, if it makes it to a court, this is going to be a very interesting test case for probably the strength of a EULA, and terms of service in general. Because you've got a whole lot, like Unity is very old. It's 18 years. It's been out there for 18 years. If someone essentially signs a contract by purchasing a subscription or license to Unity or whatever 5 years ago, and they've continually upgraded and updated and whatever, now Unity the company is saying that you will owe us for every install that happens regardless of the source. Whoa, wait, what? No, that to me as a non-lawyer, that doesn't even track. So I'm real interested in the legal fallout. This fucking sucks, by the way, full stop. It sucks. I'm very interested in the fallout from it. It definitely prevents me from wanting to look into Unity ever. So good job. You have burned a whole bunch of shit in a couple hours, 10 minutes, whenever it was put out there and people started catching wind of it.
And you have big developers like, well, I'm going to call them big because I like the game. What was it? Megacrit, who made Slay the Spire? Who just said, well, we've been working on something for 2 years. It's gone now. Sorry. We were going to announce something, but now we don't.
Yep.
So they're looking into their options, apparently. So, yeah, insider trading is a big thing, too.
Right. So that's not even touching the insider trading bit, which, of course, like, that's only allegations at this point. Can't comment on it being a thing. Yeah, that's just how it be. But oh boy, does it look shady as fuck. Apparently, some high-level execs had done a whole bunch of stock sales just prior to this announcement of the license change and made a lot of money on it. It doesn't look good.
Doing me a big think on that one.
Yeah, that's gonna feed into all. It's quite naturally fed into all this. Not sure if this was a case of deliberate timing, but it's good timing regardless. Godot, the free open source game engine, put out an announcement for their development fund for, like, I think it was the initial amount that they wanted was $30,000. That got met super quick because people were like, oh, hey, a not shittily run engine, have some money. And now they've set their new goal at 50,000, which I can't imagine hasn't been met by now, too.
All right, I'm gonna look.
Plus, there's a really good bundle out there for Godot resources and learning and stuff. I was looking at the graph for the search traffic for Godot, and it kind of goes just straight up in the fucking stratosphere after all this Unity crap dropped. Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. And just for further context on this, the CEO for Unity presently is John Ricciotello.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about this. So
you might remember his name because he was the CEO of EA 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so he left EA and he became the CEO of Unity. And Unity did their IPO back in 2020. And there was that acquisition of Iron Source, which turned into a whole feud with AppLovin. And yeah, that whole shit show is still ongoing.
So, fun thing you mentioned about that there. All right, so this is the same fucker who... Oops. Am I allowed to say that? Whatever.
Yes. I mean,
this is the same fucker that yelled at developers for not monetizing their shit.
Oh, right. Yes.
And EA couldn't get rid of him fast enough. And, yeah, so this whole thing has just kind of, like, slowly pivoted to the right, and now it's pointing at, oh, Unity has an ad platform. If you subscribe to the ad platform, you are exempt from all of these fees.
Yep.
I wonder what might be going on here.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And also, Mr., and I use the term very loosely, Ricciotello, is not necessarily famous for saying this, but he's well known for saying this early on in his Unity CEO days, that Unity as an engine would be, no royalties, no fucking around, no something like that. Paraphrased. Boy, this fee per install sure sounds like royalties. Big think there. Yeah, I don't know. It's so bizarre. This is the sort of thing that in tech circles and game dev circles, if you follow it even obliquely, this is the sort of thing that makes you question your grasp on reality. How do people think this is a good idea? And to add an even further wrinkle to this, the backlash has been immediate and strong, and that's great. Love to see it. There has allegedly been already credible threats against Unity staff.
Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to talk about.
Such that they closed offices, a couple of Unity's offices, based on those threats. I say allegedly because I just barely caught wind of it, could not verify. I mean, even the sources that I was reading could not verify that they were authentic and true and whatever, but apparently credible enough that they went through with it. With the closures, rather.
And now, allegedly, police are saying, allegedly, that the threat came from within!
Oh no.
Yeah. And of course, a bunch of Unity staff are like, fuck this shit and quitting.
I mean, yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's Unity's thing. Congratulations on burning 18 years of reasonable product. I'll say it was reasonable on the whole. Down to the ground. Good job. Good job. C'est la vie, though. So plenty of other engines out there you can use.
Uh-huh.
Sucks that whatever work you might have had ongoing and all the time and effort you've invested into learning how to use it is, it is what it is now. Like whether you continue to try to use it or you don't.
Oh.
Boy. Anyways, any other news we can bookend this with? Otherwise, we can bookend this with some Toonskis, some actual positive stuff. Get a jam on.
What?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, I had a typo. There we go. I helped.
Good job.
I find it funny how, like, I'm in moderator view, by the way, and it does not have the mod icons in chat.
What the fuck?
I was like, are you serious? I can't click on it and go to... Nope, can't do that. I gotta type it out.
Thanks, Twitch. Doing the good. Doing the good as well.
Delightful. All right, yeah. Parting thoughts, though. How do you fuck up so hard?
That's a real good ass question to which no answer is forthcoming.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine. I didn't actually get to watch the Nintendo Direct at all. I just heard about people crying about F-Zero, so whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff. Go watch the Direct. There's more Mario. There's never not Mario.
Oh, apparently a remake for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Yeah. That was the 64 release? Or a GameCube?
I think that was GameCube. Yeah.
Okay. And a bit. But like, sorry,
yeah,
I was too focused on the things that made me go, what the fuck? Yeah. GameCube, got it. Okay.
Yep. Anyways, while we let that news hopefully just leave your system, it's left my system for now. Hopefully it'll leave your systems collectively soon enough.
All right, fine. I'll stop giggling about it.
Some Toonskis.
Fine.
Let's do some Toonskis, please.
All right, we're gonna start today with "Flooded Caverns" by Varia from Super Metroid, going into "Project Blue" by Overshield from F-Zero, and going into "Strife" by Pixels and Paradiddles from Final Fantasy VII.
Well, despite how downer this month has been,
3 songs already?
that was 3 songs, man.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Ugh.
the good stuff just kind of whoosh, just goes right on by.
Fine, friggin' FF7 song being short.
Right? That was the longest one of the 3, by the way.
Did not sound it.
It was 5 minutes.
I know we made the comment at the beginning. It's like, wow, this sounded like Dancing Mad with the first hit on the chimes, but like,
sure did.
damn. All right, fine.
Anyways, yeah. So I think we've at least made some room for playing some games, right? And taking some positive. This is the win sum of the.
Don't mention positives.
Oh no! Oh right. Sorry. Poor choice of words. Considering.
I played games though.
That's good.
I played more than one game.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you begin since you have chosen.
Oh, that's fair. So, Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. It's the last of the Pixel Remasters that I'm playing on stream. Because there's only 6, and I've played 1 through 5 already. Makes sense.
Give it time. They'll give it a 7 pixel remaster or something, right?
Sure. Why not, I
Like
guess.
the 5th different remake of 7.
YOLO? Weeball? I don't know. FF6. Near and dear. Definitely cried a few times playing the game. As I do. Fantastic soundtrack, familiar gameplay, etc. I'm at the end, and then I got COVID.
Honk.
So, I have Kefka's Tower to do, and that's it. The last dungeon of the game, I've done enough with everything else that I'm ready to just say fuck it and go in. And, still gotta do it. It's on the list. I'm very excited to hear what the rest of the soundtrack sounds like. So Kefka's Tower already had a pretty good song going into it. Then, of course, there's Dancing Mad. Dancing Mad, though. Good lord. Oh, Tom, you distracted me. But yes, I own that. I own it. I haven't played it yet, but I own it. Anyhow, I'll get back to that at some point. I'm trying to like get my life moving again and make up for the birthday and vacation and shit that I didn't really get. So not really sure when I'm going to be doing any kind of serious story game streaming yet next. But I have to decide which JRPG or adjacent thing to play afterward. I have several options. I sort of started buying some games on Steam when I shouldn't be spending money. Oops. So I have Octopath Traveler 2, which is now free of de novo.
Hooray! More good news.
Triangle Strategy, which was free of de novo, which is why I had it in my head to purchase the game. It came with Various Day Life, which I know nothing about, but it was part of a bundle. It was like $2 more to get that. I was like, whatever. I don't know what the fuck this is, but sure.
The name is Various Day Life.
Yes.
Okay. It's not
Project
many Day Life titles of various. Okay,
no,
whatever.
no,
Okay.
sorry, it's all good. The hell else did I buy?
Apparently, you're getting a very strong recommendation to play Sea of Stars.
What is it?
That's the second game by the team that made The Messenger.
Okay.
It is a JRPG, turn-based, I believe, right? Firetron, please confirm. So that might be pretty well up your alley.
Remind me later. I need to finish Octopath Traveler on my third playthrough because I keep forgetting where I am. Yeah. So I kind of want to do that. I kind of dropped off playing at some point, along with FF15 and 12. But whatever. It's fine. Games are games. Okay. So when Vlad got unfortunately ill with COVID, I happened to be on co-host being a mopey son of a bitch, and
As one does.
yeah, saw one of their staff folk mention playing Cribbage Online, which the last time I played Cribbage Online was on Yahoo Games. So think back to Windows
days.
XP Service Pack 2 when they replaced the Microsoft Java Virtual Machine that was bundled with the OS with Sun Java Virtual Machine, which broke Yahoo Games. And I had to go fix it for a bunch of my family members by reinstalling Microsoft JVM. Anyway, it's been a while.
We had the Hoyle card games collection
Ooh.
that included cribbage in it, and that was pretty fun. That was Windows 95, I think.
I'm gonna have to pirate that.
Back in those days, I might have the ISO for it actually.
Yeah, okay. That seems good. You should maybe have a peek.
Double check that.
But I've been playing cribbage on the internet, and let me bring up this website. It's cardsjd.com/cribbage. And I'm still logged in, right? Yeah? Okay, so I'm level 11 apparently. I don't know how many levels
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Are you a cribbage grandmaster now? Is that how it works?
Okay, so this website has difficulty levels that unlock as you beat the computer players.
I see. Okay.
So, there's easy, medium, and hard. You can play against a computer or you can play against other people, which, fuck it, I'm going to play against a computer. I'm antisocial, even on the internet.
Right.
Not really, but... so if you play hard mode and you win more than 50% of the time, after 10 games, you unlock the next difficulty, and it just keeps going. So I unlocked Crazy Ninja, and then Insane Monkey, and I'm at like a 50-ish% win rate against Insane Monkey, but it's dumb. So I have played a solid 100... No, not 100. Probably over 1,000 games of cribbage since the last show.
That's a lot of cribbage.
It goes so fast on the internet.
It kind of does.
It's just like, boom,
true.
I'm done. Ooh, that's a fantastic hand.
It kind of is,
15-2, 15-4, and 8 is 12.
6-7-8 and 6-7-8 and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm definitely not playing a hand of cribbage right now.
Yeah, so...
it's
a good time. It's a good time. I love it. And I hadn't played it IRL with an actual cribbage board and cards in a long time. Yeah, I counted it right. Good job, me. So, yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, oh no, this website's actually functional and it's not shitty.
Right? It does the thing it sets out to do and doesn't do anything more, right? So
And I need to see my stats. I have to. I need to see how many games I've played. It's an unreal amount of games. Unity joke.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Shit. Where are my stats? How do I do?
I don't know. Is there like a hamburger menu or a gear settings or
I'm
profile
sure there is.
or analytics?
I'm on the profile. I'm looking. Those are my Chivos. Yeah, there's Chivos.
Oh, good. Chivos. Great.
Stats. Here we go. It's actually fewer games than I thought. Okay, so 21 games on easy, which I won all of them. 14 games on medium, which I won all of them. 14 games on hard, which I won 10 of. 25 games on Crazy Ninja, which I won 16 of. I have a greater than 50... Fuck. Maybe I am at the top difficulty then.
There you are.
Okay, so I played
Grandmaster.
210 games on Insane Monkey difficulty, and I won 110. Just over 50%, fucker.
Well, there you go. Well, that's way less than 1,000. Like, come on.
It is less. Okay. I stopped myself after like 4 days straight. Yeah. Anyway, no, I mean like the stats themselves are pretty detailed.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And like it'll tell you the strength of like your strength, of your crib choices and whatnot. Like, hey, strategically speaking, like this was kind of dumb. Don't, etc. So. It's a useful tool for learning how to play the game. I would love to play the game. So, like, you
mean
go learn it.
Of all of the tabletop and card games and whatever that you have, you don't have a cribbage board?
I do.
Oh, okay.
But
cool. All right.
It's in one of those bins I haven't unpacked yet, along with all of my other like actual board games and stuff.
Gotcha.
And this is a lot easier because I don't have to teach anybody else in the house how to play it. And it's also very fast.
True.
So, yeah, it's pretty easy to get addicted to. So, I want to play cribbage. That's one thing from my dad's side of the family that I am happy to continue that tradition of. So, prepositions are fun. Cribbage, though, much more fun. I'm trying to think if I played anything else other than. Do sports count?
I y- yes.
I
Still
guess.
technically a game, right? Yeah.
Okay, physical exercise. I swam in Lake Michigan 2 days in a row.
Hooray!
That was a
Brr.
time.
And also,
No, it was,
depending on where you were,
it was
I
really
guess.
clean.
Okay.
Yeah. And after about 5 minutes in the water, you're numb and you don't feel it anyway. So
fair. Okay.
it was fun. I really liked it. Had a good time camping over Labor Day weekend. Yeah. I played the I Can't Sleep for Shit game.
That's not a fun game.
No.
Like I play it all the time too, and it never gets fun. It's like there's no tutorial that you got to sit through. It just never develops. Don't try.
And there's
to
no
play that
win
game.
condition.
There is none. No, you
Yeah.
lose every time.
But I'm trying to think of like other game-like things I've done. I mean, like, despite Vlad being down with COVID for a total of 3 weeks,
Oh.
and me being gone for a week of that, we managed to do some stuff. Like, we drove to Western Michigan and camped for a weekend and came back. And that was big. I streamed, obviously. I mentioned FF6. Vlad recently got back into Super Animal Royale, and that is making me want to see how bad I am at it again after not playing for 3 years. 2 years? 2 years. Don't date myself like that. Yeah, it was in 2021, end of July.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, more than 2 years. Yeah.
Bit of
okay.
it. So, looks fun. They added some cool stuff.
How many seasons did you miss? Do they still measure in seasons?
Yeah, they do. So they're on season 8, and I left on season 0.5 because it was like getting ready for the big release.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice because you can have multiple season passes going at the same time, so you can still like earn the rewards on both of them at the same time.
Okay.
So I guess that's a thing. It's all free to play anyway.
I know.
If you want to spend crappy things to get cosmetics, do you? I guess, but
no.
I don't know. It looks like it's fun. They changed the game around a bit. They've removed some weapons, added some new stuff. Obviously, they've expanded the game map and whatnot. It's pretty cute. So, I don't know. I'm excited for games. There's a lot that I purchased. There's a lot that I already have that I'm interested in. I'm inclined to open up Steam real quick and see what the actual names of the games are that I bought. There was a Humble Bundle that had, gosh, what was it? Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 enhanced editions and a bunch of the Pathfinder games and whatnot.
All right, I guess
So
that
I bought
does make
that.
sense. Yeah.
I'm interested in Baldur's Gate 3 at some point, but money. My Steam library is almost loaded. I know I bought some more stuff. I'm trying to remember what the last thing or two is. But there's just been a lot of really good deals lately, which is kind of surprising considering I completely ignored the summer sale. I bought Deep Rock Galactic. That's been a thing that some folks in the house have been playing that I'm kind of looking forward to. Moonlighter, with all of its DLC, was on sale for like $1.20. So, okay. I had that game on Game Pass.
That's crossed my vision a couple times.
It is something that I've watched Vlad play, and he kind of like didn't really vibe with it after several times playing it.
Yeah, I sure do.
So I mean, like, if you stream that, just give me a poke on that one because it's fun to watch.
I think
it's really chill.
I bought it by recommendation from someone, and then I intended to play it, but then other things started releasing, and then it got lost in the shuffle.
That's fair. Yeah, those are everything then. So there's a Deep Rock Galactic board game.
I think I have that one too. Oh, maybe I don't. No, I don't. I have
Rock
seen
and
that
Stone.
one.
There we go.
I have
Can't
seen
quite
it
do the voice.
cross my plate again, but
they have a really, really amusing you've drank too much beer effect, and it continues building. And eventually you pass out and puke.
Okay. I mean, art imitates life.
Dwarves!
Yeah.
But I don't know, like the whole thing is I'm not usually into like first person stuff, but it's got charm and the kind of charm and not taking itself super seriously that I think is
Okay.
actually
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
like inviting. So I picked it up. I will probably play it at some point. Vlad did quite a bit of it as I'm talking more about what Vlad's been playing. Um, Unfortunately, still gets first person sim sickness pretty easily
Oh, bummer.
and felt pretty gross last time. But the more you play, the better you get at it, that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to trying it. I recently picked up a how do you pronounce the name? Gillikit?
Gulikit?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I picked up one of those. I picked up
Nice.
a
Yeah.
controller. It was a rebrand of the literal same thing. That brand is sold at Target for $10 less expensive than the Amazon pricing.
Interesting.
And it's literally branded the same. It's just a different box on the outside.
Huh.
So I got a purple controller with the Hall Effect
Mm-hmm.
doohickeys, analog sticks, and it seems to be good. It's kind of fun because it connects to damn near everything,
Yeah.
wired or wireless.
It's a great Switch controller. I'll
Yep.
say that.
So, yeah. Thumbs up to that. I was considering like, hey, I wonder if I could play Sour on this, but I realized that I got super used to back paddles because like it's really nice for like rolls and stuff.
Right,
and
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably eventually get memory back, but I still get judged by people who are like, why are you playing this 2D top-down game with a controller? Because it feels natural to me.
Why wouldn't you play a 2D top-down game with a controller?
Because everyone's keyboard and mouse,
Who
and
gives
they're
a
sweaty,
shit?
and
Fucking stop gatekeeping. Fuck off.
that's the bit. So yeah, I don't know. Rambling aside, there's a lot to play. I'm actually getting kind of excited for games again. Also, I want to whoop some ass at cribbage, so holla. Yeah. How about you?
If you want to get your ass beat at cribbage, meet me behind the Kmart at 2 o'clock.
Wait, those don't fuck.
No, they don't exist anymore, but that's unfortunate. All right, so normal stream stuff. I picked up and sort of finished 30xdx. It had finally gotten out of early access into full release, and they did a nice, end game bit to it, which I played a whole butt ton of it whilst this was still in early access. It was a fun little proc gen Mega Man like, so it's like, yeah, jump and shoot or jump and slash if you played that character or whatever. Very fun. There's supposedly some lore bits in there that you can do, like extra little side things and whatever. It's like, no, I'm good. So I put that one away. It's still a very fun game. Highly recommended if you're into Mega Man games, really, or if you're not familiar with Mega Man games, like you might be interested in trying it at some point. Like it's very colorful, very charming. It takes the piss at everything, really. It's very self-aware of the Mega Man tropes and all that, so it's like, it doesn't take itself seriously or anything like that, so.
Nice.
It's a fun game. It's a real fun game. After that, I picked up 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Very reminiscent of Vampire Survivors and the various, horde shooters type thing. Very stylish, very limited color palette. There are some visual accessibility issues to it, but honestly, it's really good for what it is. I did this past week on Wednesday. I tried the endless mode. I had to intentionally throw the run after 2-ish hours because I had to go to bed. But
was it 20 minutes till dawn?
Well, not the endless mode is not 20 minutes. You go until you die, right? So
yeah, but the joke was, did you play so long that it was 20 minutes to dawn?
Let's see, when did I stop? No, it was definitely way longer than 20 minutes till dawn, but it was a very solid. You can get a really good build going where it's ridiculous. Like you have to try to lose, which I'm fine with. Like if you get a really strong thing going and you've got yourself really powerful, like what can the game do to stop you? And they didn't have the scaling quite appropriate to stop the player at that point. So it's just like, all right, whatever. I shredded this game. That's fine. But that was fun. That was a good game. On SBC side of things for Shmup Book Club, our Shmup for month of September is Darius Gaiden. We had played the extra version of it a couple of years ago, I think. So we picked up the original version of it this time, and it's pretty standard Darius shmup. Um, what we were discussing yesterday during the SBC call, the standard Thursday night call, was how rank is kind of a bitch in those games because, well, just generally speaking, as rank increases, the game gets harder. So rank in Darius Gaiden increases if you shoot more, if you pick up more power-ups, and blah, 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 blah. I mean, pretty standard stuff, but I always get kind of angry at that. Like, if I pick up power-ups, come on, like, I want to feel powerful, right? Like, I want to do cool and good and more impressive score things with it, but no, the game punishes you for that. Firetron, it was 5 years ago? Jesus.
Wow.
I feel like dust. But yeah, it's a pretty good, solid basic shmup though. Like I like it. I like it a lot. The new quarterly for SBC is Death Smiles. That's one of those games that requires pretty much a flowchart to understand how the scoring works. So I haven't played it yet for this new quarter, but I should eventually. I did, however, play more of the other quarterly we got going, Sofstar. That's a more modern take on, well, I shouldn't say a more modern take. It's a more modern release, either late 2022 or early 2023, of a vertical shmup, which is kind of fun. We still are having trouble collectively figuring out how the little extra bonus pickups work, as well as how the extra little question marks work for prompting the boss to go into hyper mode. We figured out stage 1, we think. But stage 2 and beyond are still a mystery as to how to get the things to line up, which is fine. Like, some of this takes a bit of science, which is sometimes pretty fun to do. Well, like, if you're done trying to do a good run, all right, fine, fuck it, this one's for science. Let's figure out how things work.
Sure.
Sunday long play has been pretty much Noida. I will be transitioning back to Darkest Dungeon 2, however, on this Sunday. Since I have cooled down enough on
I was gonna ask.
Right, getting blasted by the dumbass RNG that I'm willing to give it another shot, just at once weekly basis instead of twice. So that should be fun. Come this Sunday. Outside of streaming and stuff, I've played a little bit of Overload. I was sort of indirectly told about a mod that the Overload community has done to convert the original Descent series, the first campaign levels, into Overload. So it's like modern Descent 1, which is great. I love Descent when it was, back, like, Sixth Off was, oh wow, brand new shiny Vertigo type stuff, right? So that's been fun. Like, I know pretty much backwards and forwards the first 7 levels or so, because that was the shareware version of Descent 1.
Yeah, okay.
And the rest of it's just kind of like, I don't remember very much of this, but it's still very good. I want to play a little bit more of that in the upcoming weeks. And then, of course, playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom still. So I've caught up. I did a bit of what was supposed to be very endgame stuff.
Oops.
Like, closer to about the mid-game.
You mentioned last time that you felt like something was out of order.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And that was actually correct. My assumption on that was correct. So when I've eventually now got around to more of the endgame stuff, when I got to the point in the main quest line where you're supposed to first learn about the bit that I did super early, and they're supposed to give you like the side bits to go complete it, it was smart enough to recognize that I already did that, and they went, oh wait, you already did this. Okay, well then you're ready to move on to whatever. And it's just like, whoa. Oh, cool. They actually accounted for that. They accounted for me being a stupid idiot and doing this out of order. Okay. I was like, oh, hey, that's neat. I always love when games kind of try to compensate for that sort of thing. Because, like, you're not really limited as far as which order you do certain things in. Sure, they don't tell you about them right away, but if you stumble upon it and do it out of order, like, what are they going to do? But yeah, so that's fun. I'm purposely staying away from what I believe is now the last of the main bits, because it's very clear in how it's named, and I won't spoil what it's called. But I'm very much up to the end game, and now I'm starting to engage like the much stronger monsters.
Okay.
I'm finally equipped for it and have all the gear and have all that. I still get my ass kicked, on the regular, but
Yes, you do.
yeah. But it's been fun, kind of tying some things together and finally exploring more of the depths, which I still have about 60% kind of undone because
All
I've
right.
stayed away from it.
That's fair.
But it is fun. You pick up various bits of lore and gear and whatever, and be like, oh yeah, I recognize that. That's from such and such other game,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
It's been very good. It's a very good experience so far. They've done a fantastic job with it. Um, I think that's about it. I've been playing some other odds and ends here and there, but nothing that I haven't already described in other shows. So I won't go into obscene detail in those anymore.
Fair enough.
Okay, I think it's time for Toonskis Part 2, huh?
Sounds good.
All right, let's start off with a remix from Thunder Force 5 entitled Guardian Unknown by The Coop. Then a remix from Golden Sun entitled Isaac's Only Shot by Lucas Guimarães, Guitar SVD, Gamer of the Winds, T-Bone, and Storm Skugen. And then finishing up with a remix from Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap by Gaspode entitled Dark Waters. Did you win your second cribbage game, or
Almost.
on your way?
I'm almost done. Yep.
Well, considering you double skunked that easy opponent, so
Yeah.
good gravy.
A little closer this time. We'll see if I lose my first game on easy. I'm winning.
Yeah, okay, I was about no. That's not happening. But all right, we're coming up to the design segment here.
Uh-huh.
Let's make a game.net/game-idea-generator.
Oh yes.
Should I pull that up, or
I have it.
can you in between your hands there?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, so how it works is like this. We give ourselves 3 iterations. If we roll a good one on number 1, we'll take number 1, but then we can pass to number 2 and then pass to number 3. We cannot go back. So if we dispose of 1 or 2, we cannot go back, and then we are stuck on number 3. And so far, we have held true to that. We have not had to go back and take a mulligan or go to the fabled number 4. It was close a couple times, but no, we haven't done it. We've been very principled.
We stuck it out and made the porn games.
Yeah, we have made at least 1 porn game. Maybe 2, I don't remember now, but definitely 1 was an erotic visual novel, so
yeah.
Whether the other ones are porn is up to interpretation, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get this rolling. What do we got? What do we got?
All right. So, as is tradition, we will mention what we had on the page load. We cannot use it.
Right.
So
press the button.
This time it is 1 each. Genre's bullet hell. The rule is you are the weapon.
Oh.
Setting is ancient Rome, and the theme is temptation.
Dang, that's not a bad set, honestly. Like, you got me with bullet hell, but the rest is kind of fun too.
All right, before it loaded the hand finally.
Okay.
2 ace. I drew a 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
a good time. Anyway.
killer.
All right, we're pushing generate for the first time. Let's go. Oh, damn. Okay. Huh. Okay, so we have 2 genres and 1 each of the rest.
Okay.
Twin stick shooter.
Ooh.
Second genre is life sim.
Huh. Okay.
Just
All right.
don't judge too harshly yet.
No, okay. That's
The rule is take 1, leave the rest. Setting is science fiction. And the theme is reality is a dream.
You're rolling that one an awful lot recently.
Uh-huh.
Twin stick shooter, life sim. Take 1, leave the rest. Science fiction, reality is a dream.
This seems really obvious to me. Like it'd be level driven and you have to choose a bonus at the end of the level.
Yeah. More or less. I mean, it's take 1, leave the rest right there, right?
Uh-huh.
And sci-fi, twin stick shooter, whatever, easy peasy. Reality is a dream. Oh, that's like fucking it's not twin stick shooter, but it's shmup. DDP.
Oh, yeah.
Daifukatsu is more or less that.
No. You cannot say that without singing it.
What?
Dodanpachi Daifukatsu. There you go.
Okay,
right.
sure, fair enough. That's a fair assessment. I mean, this is definitely a doable combo.
Oh yeah.
Like we can make something with this. Is it strong enough to take the fabled first roll though? Is really the big question.
It seems too easy.
Is it too easy?
I think it's too easy.
Like the only thing of this set that is kind of sketch is the life sim bit. Like I don't really know what that means.
I have to assume it's literally like The Sims.
Oh, okay. Like slice of life-esque.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or like City Skylines or
Okay.
whatever.
Okay. All right.
But like Terminator.
Hmm.
This feels like a level-based Terminator the game. But I mean, I'm fine with it if you want.
I'm not married to it, but I'm also very cautious because our subsequent rolls can be so much worse.
Yes.
And I don't know how much of like worse things I can take anymore for this particular month. Man.
Don't do this to me.
All right. Everything else in a vacuum in isolation. Like, do you want to go with this roll?
I think it's too easy.
Okay, then let's fire again. Let's try the second one. Cause fuck it, why not? Why make things easy
We
for
ball.
ourselves?
Let's go. Oh, well, that's
Oh
interesting.
no.
Speaking of ball,
Oh no.
one each. The genre is pinball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rule is no one can see you.
Okay.
The setting is steampunk. The theme is tragedy.
What?
I don't know if we've ever made a pinball game.
Probably not. But no one can see you? Like I don't like there's no mesh here. I don't
Okay, so like,
no one can see you.
what if you are a murderer?
Oh, okay.
And the point of all of the tricks in the table are like all of the secret passageways and stuff. So the point is to move the ball without being seen by something.
I see. Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, we could build off of something like that. I mean, we could take it in a different direction too, but I mean, that's one viable way to do it.
Right. Yeah, it's pinball doesn't give us a whole lot of options as far as like what kind of format this takes because that's pretty clear cut.
Uh-huh.
Steampunk and tragedy is a fun mix.
Yep.
This has I mean, if it were Victorian, then it would be very, very strong Clue vibes to me.
Uh-huh.
But even still, I think we could make a steampunk Clue pinball table. That would be kind of fun.
All right. Game's done.
We did it.
Yep.
Congrats. Like 2 minutes, we're done. All right. Very good. All right.
I mean, alternatively, like, instead of being literal, like, the pinball's hitting the target and killing it kind of thing, it could be you have to shoot certain things in order to unlock
Right.
weapons or... Ooh, honestly, though, like, pinball Clue, though. Shit.
Like, my thought on the no one can see you bit, building off what you had said before, is that you can't let it linger in the main field for very long stretches of time.
Yeah, that
Like, you
makes
have
sense.
to get it up into ramps and back passages or whatever to
Ooh.
like reset cooldowns and shit, because otherwise then it auto tilts and you're done. That would be very player hostile, but also very stress inducing, but also very like, hey, get your shit done.
So, like, if you actually did manage to do, like, the tricks and whatnot that you're meant to do, you would, like, eliminate possible combinations of things until eventually you can make your guess. Ooh, that might be the condition for a free game at the end.
Solving the murder mystery.
Yeah, with all of the information you collected.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you need a person, place, and a weapon.
Right. Sounds like we're committing to this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Dr. Robotnik with the lead paint in
Oh no, the lead paint.
the airship. I don't know.
All right, let me write some of this down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love this.
So clue like murder mystery, solve the murder mystery, right?
Sure. Yeah, I love it.
Very good. Okay.
It's
Cool.
an excuse to go watch that movie again.
Oh, it's been a while since
It's
I've
such
seen
a good
Clue.
one.
It is really good. Tim
We did it
Curry,
like 3 months ago, honestly, but I'd do it again. It's so good. Tim Curry, yeah.
He is a great. What a guy.
Space!
Space. You can barely keep it in at that line. I love it.
It's perfect.
All right, so a clue-like pinball table. Solve the murder mystery.
For a game. For a free game.
For okay, right. For a replay, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
It's the technical term.
You have
Do a close paren, please. Thank you.
you almost exited out of VLC.
Oh, whoops! Is that where the focus
Yeah,
was? Why the hell
your
did
context menu was open up
Oh,
there.
no.
I was like,
Okay, good.
beep.
I'm glad I did not.
It's got the wrong song highlighted now.
You're right. That's weird.
Just
Whatever.
so you know.
It's fine. Well, I had to initiate the last song anyway.
Yeah,
okay, so the no one can see you bit is you have to keep the pinball off the main field, right? Or away from the main area?
yeah, at least during events.
Away from the main area as much as possible. During the events, during the main events, right?
Mm-hmm,
Auto tilt otherwise. Haha, suck it. Okay. Inventory is the various clues towards solving the mystery, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, you might actually find
Yeah.
weapons that hadn't been used yet or something like that, so you can remove them from the pool that way or some such.
Right.
Or you could get an event where you walk in on seeing a shadow leave a scene or something.
Right. You become witness to these various things, and maybe that adjusts the amount of time you get in staying in the main field. Like, you start arousing suspicion or get the attention of the murderer or something, they start coming after you to
You could
knock
use
you
that
off.
to your advantage, actually. So, if you start suspecting someone, you can intentionally be in the playfield to arouse their
to draw them out,
interest.
and
then
that enables more ramps or drop targets or whatever. And if you hit them at the right time, then you gain additional evidence or something like
or
that.
some such. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Draw attention of the
Suspect.
Okay. Yeah. To decrease main area. I'm gonna call it safe time, whatever. As timer decreases, more ramps, targets, etc. Light up to enable, or to unlock additional evidence. Sure. Okay. How does one start the main events?
Something that you can trigger from the main playfield area.
Okay.
So, like, different targets might be something that would release a fancy chandelier, or set the airship reactor into overdrive, or some stupid shit. I don't know. You have to think about what kinds of mishaps you could have.
Right.
See, I'm thinking like a rich people's cruise liner, except in the air.
A Zeppelin, huh?
Yeah. Definitely don't light a match. But
think of that stupid Archer bit where they do go up in a Zeppelin and mistaking helium for hydrogen all the time. So it's like, yeah, okay.
Sterling.
Yeah, not the smartest of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just now suddenly thinking of the Hindenburg, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, right. That was the very known Zeppelin, right?
The large explosion.
Like the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, players 1 to 4, right? That's what most modern pinball tables do. Like, yeah.
Sure. Although, like,
that,
given the story-based nature of the game, like,
oh, that's true. Yeah,
you almost have to make it cooperative somehow.
I mean, is it such that,
or you could have 4 separate stories going on?
Yeah, are you all trying to solve the same murder? I guess you would almost say it would be a real problem to keep track of just as a player. Like, oh, you're trying to solve X such a thing, and evidence is here. And does that introduce a competitive element to it then too, where you probably don't want to get a whole bunch of evidence and then you eat shit and then somebody else just swoops in and solves the thing with all the stuff you collected?
Could be different game modes.
All right, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a competitive pinball game like that where players can directly impact others' play like
Surprise!
that. I mean,
we made
aside
something.
from like punching the shit out of somebody whilst they're trying to play,
tilt,
right? Yeah.
Or, kicking the table.
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. I mean, what else needs to be defined here? This is already very full.
I like it.
It is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm already good with this.
Ship it. I'm happy
Really?
with it.
But
Yeah.
we need a title though. Like that's the big problem. That's always the problem. Trying to think of the bits from the Clue movie and how to work those in.
I'm thinking of something like this. It's not befitting of pinball.
But is it befitting to the theme?
I'm thinking of like Through Dangerous Skies or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
you're gonna go kind of pithy. Fatal Flight or something? I don't know.
That'd be more pinball-y.
What it would
Bally.
kind of ah.
All right, seems good.
I'll put it down as a maybe. We can think about it a little bit more.
Uh,
So we really don't have like an explicit airship Zeppelin theme that just kind of came out with it, right?
yeah.
I guess it is appropriately steampunk.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it's like I'm not sure it's title worthy.
Oh,
but I thought of a stupid pun like sprocket
ever?
fuel.
Huh.
But I was trying to think of like cogs, gears,
Right.
sprockets,
Yeah,
etc.
the whole steampunky bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. If it were about like construction and stuff, that would be good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm making like really bad grasps at things like steamed guests, etc. Yeah.
very tenuous connections to the content at hand here. Yeah, I get you. I don't know. I'm cool with Fatal Flight too, but
Sure, why
didn't
not?
want to just
Let's go with it for now.
give up on the first one and call it good. But hey, that's all right. Fatal Flight. So a Clue-like steampunk murder mystery pinball table.
I'm good with it.
That actually sounds way better than most modern pinball tables.
Yeah.
Because they're usually some movie tie-in or some other just whack-ass dumb bullshit like nobody's ever heard of thing or whatever.
All right, we're good with it?
I think we're good with it. Yeah.
All right. Option number 3 would
Yeah.
have been drum roll.
Probably worse than this.
Yeah. Funny. Okay, I get it now. Okay. One each. The genre is robot programming.
Okay.
The rule is color changes everything. The setting
Alright.
is another planet. And the theme is da-da-da-da, murder mystery.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's still worse than this one, for
Yeah.
sure.
Ugh. Oh no.
Did you hit the generate button again?
The mythical fourth role would have been business sim and horror,
Oh, gross.
1 HP, utopia, and rich versus poor.
Oh, no. Art imitates life.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, well, good thing we didn't get even close to that far then.
Yes! I'm very satisfied with our pinball creation
Hell
for today.
yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yep.
It actually probably should not have been in there, but it was a good fucking go of things.
There you go.
All right, so we're coming to the end of insert credits. Then any other things that we need to impart? We vented our spleens about Unity. We designed a pinball game. We played some stuff. That was pretty cool. If not, we can call it there for this evening.
I think I am good until Friday the 13th of October.
That's right. That's the Friday the 13th one. Very spooky.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I'm Mr. Bond.
And I'm Tormod.
We'll leave you with our typical closing track, a remix from Mario Kart Wii entitled Wind in Your Hair by Overclocked University. Good night, everybody.
Ciao.